Joining us with her new children's book, Today is Orange Shirt Day, please welcome author and advocate for Indigenous education and reconciliation and the creator of Orange Shirt Day, Phyllis Webstad. Hello, Phyllis. How are you doing today?
Good.
Thank you so much for being here. It's such a delight to meet you.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Oh, of course. Now, Phyllis, I wanted to chat a little bit. You have done so much to spread awareness of Canada's Indian residential school system and your experiences with it. So for those who don't know your story, how did you kind of start the Orange Shirt Day movement?
I'm third generation Indian residential school survivor. And what that means is my grandmother attended for 10 years, all of her 10 children, including my mother for 10 years and myself for 1 year in 1973-74. I grew up with my grandmother because my mother was so traumatized by her 10-year experience that she could not care for me. I then later lived with my aunt. My grandmother did, as any caregiver did, when I turned 6 in 1973, she brought me to town to buy something to go to school in. And it was the 1973, the hippies, psychedelic, wild colored era. And I chose a bright, shiny orange shirt. Just like how I felt to be going to school for the first time. It was bright and exciting. And when I got to the mission, as we call it, the St. Joseph Indian Residential School outside of Williams Lake, BC, my shirt was taken. I don't have a memory of ever wearing it again.
So you created this day to kind of remind people and teach people about what actually happened in those spaces. Well, why was it so important to you to share that? And what was it about the orange shirt? Does the color still speak to you?
Yeah, contrary to popular belief, orange is not my favorite color.
Okay.
A lot of people think it is, but I've learned to accept it. And on my day off, you won't see me at the mall on a Saturday wearing an orange shirt. But it's a color that I did not like for a lot of years. If I seen it in the store, I would back up and I would go the other direction because it reminded me of being there that 1 year, being held captive basically, and not being able to leave no matter what we did. 4- and 5-year-olds should not be comforting each other, and that was the case.
No, not at all. Well, today does mark National Truth and Reconciliation Day as well as Orange Shirt Day. September 30th is both, but one doesn't replace the other. And I know you wanted to talk a little bit about the difference there.
Yes. I advocated for the National Day of Truth and Reconciliation. And I credit to Kamloops 215 for that day. There's a bit of a story behind that I don't have time for today, but so September 30th, what I say is Orange Shirt Day, National Day for Truth and Reconciliation. It's not one or the other, it's both. And I ask people to please reference both. Orange Shirt Day was started by myself, a survivor, and I never want that conversation to stop, or if I pass next week, I don't want it forgotten in 50 years where it came from. So the National Day was chosen because of Orange Shirt Day, September 30th, and the National Day for Truth and Reconciliation was the implementation of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission's call to action or recommendation number 80.
Wow. Yeah, so both are obviously important to continue to recognize on this day, not one or the other. Yeah, that's amazing. That brings us actually to your new book. So you have a new book called Today is Orange Shirt Day. It is absolutely stunning. It's such a beautiful book, just showing the importance of learning about Indian residential school system, young people learning about those things, and the fact that every child does matter. So first off, congratulations. It's absolutely beautiful. Can you tell me a little bit more about the book?
All of my books, including this one, are inspired by the children. So on the front cover is my 6-year-old granddaughter.
Oh, no way.
And her my 4-year-old granddaughter, her mother made her some beaded earrings like this that are clip-on.
Okay.
She's 4 years old.
She doesn't have a
so
pierced.
she's always wearing them. So I sent the illustrator the 2 pictures so she can kind of combined it. And last year, my book, Every Child Matters, came out, and it's a bigger book, and I was reading it to my granddaughter, and she had no patience for it. She kept flipping the book, wanting to touch everything, and so that wasn't the appropriate age to be reading to her.
Yeah.
So I told my publisher, we need something for that age group, something where they can feel and just a few words so you can read it before they flip it on you. And
Oops.
In the back, the final page is my grandson. He's 8 now.
Oh my gosh.
And he always says, right, Grandma? Every child matters, including me.
Yeah. Oh, that is absolutely, oh my gosh. And I love the fact, and it's such a beautiful, it's a tactile book. It's, you're not scared kids are going to rip it. It has this beautiful mirror at the end so you can see yourself in it. That is absolutely amazing. Well, Phyllis, thank you so much. Huge congratulations on this new book. It's so beautiful. Thank you for everything you do. And thanks to Phyllis, you're all going home with a copy of her book. Today is Orange Shirt Day. Now, today's Orange Shirt Day is available wherever you get your books, so be sure to pick one up. Phyllis, it was such an absolute pleasure talking to you today. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my gosh, anytime. Thank you. Hey, Mary here. What did you think? Drop your comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more of the good stuff.